After 4 bars, brother, just go in. That's wifey singing. I wish I could turn it up way louder. I don't know why the phone don't go much louder. Seen how you do with your lost ass crew. Just for you, hop in your car, motor plane, can't save the slow brain. So I guess you need some education, man. Your mind is too simple and plain. For you, just walking up the stairs is going against the grain. It ain't no T-Pain or a Little Wayne or a rock chain. It's he pleasing, man. The energetic enigma. And I alpha you later. Because the E is much greater. For Ralph Nader. I'm gonna say see you later. And I'm not the type of cat to ever rock no pink gators. But I'm not a here, but not like Wiener Schwarzenegger. Definitely not like Wiener Schwarzenegger. After 4 bars, brother, just go in. Y'all didn't know wifey could sing, did you? We'll let verse 2 rock for a minute. Yo, in this world, we got no time to wait, no time to hate. You gotta stare straight and be ready to debate. I know it's on my plate. The Lord is so great. Obama in 08, and maybe in 12, and I know the world's fate. My victory is coming because my hard work is numbing. In life, I'm overcoming and changing shorties' lives around like my name is Mr. Drummond. What you talking about, Willis? My skills is the illest, apocalyptic flow. So when I dream about something that happens in real life, yo. Strong with your chin. America selling its soul for dinero again. The British, Chinese, and Saudis is jumping all in. Oil or is it sin? What society is you in? It doesn't even matter because you can't join in. Watch them destroy themselves so they control everything trend. After 4 bars, brother, just go in. After 4 bars, brother, just go in. After 4 bars, brother, just go in. Come on, baby, just go in. After 4 bars, brother, just go in. You know, it's so funny when we were doing it. He told me to think about. Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay. He told me to think about pushing a baby out and to try and be like all guttural. And I wish I had sung that differently because
I didn't tell her push out no baby. What are you talking about?
No, you did. I'm in the booth and you told me think about like that gut response when you were just pushing out a baby, and I'm like,
I think you're making stuff up because I don't remember saying that at all.
You don't need to remember. I absolutely do.
But you are supposed to sing from your diaphragm.
I understand, but that's not what you said.
Okay.
And I was like, what? And I was trying to like find the voice to do it, and it was a mess, guys.
The problem is that
was early in our relationship where we didn't completely understand each other.
But what happens with her, and this is I think maybe more of her European side, and you heard it right now when she was singing. She struggles with tempo. She goes too fast. She doesn't know how to ride the rhythm and the beat.
Stop.
That's really hard for her.
Don't say that.
It's true.
It might be. I am rhythmically challenged, and it is not just for my Caucasian side.
No, it is for both sides.
My father could not dance. Like nobody in my family has rhythm.
Her black side had no rhythm.
Entire black people from Galveston, Texas, could not dance. That wasn't our strong suit.
We're doing our fast, but they can cook. They can cook. Her dad could cook. Her aunt could cook.
Yes,
she could cook. They could cook. So they got rhythm in the kitchen.
We got rhythm in the kitchen, and well.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
The other places that we might
watch yourself.
Ooh.
Watch yourself.
Oh.
We are talking about Black Moon Lilith, Ceres, and Juno in Gemini. But neither one of us have any of those. But how you guys doing tonight? It's episode, can you imagine, 346 of my Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast. Next week, I'm back with guests Monday and Wednesday. Vincent Cassius Kane and Tasia, I think it's Tasia Burton. I think it's Burton. And so it's going to be really incredible. We'll be back probably on Thursday afternoon, maybe 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern. And then, because I want to do Gemini through all 12 houses. And then we may come back Sunday night. I want to do 46, 47, 48. And then we get into 49 for Vincent. And Tasia will be 350.
Woo, woo.
So it'll be kind of cool. All right. But how you guys feeling?
How are you? Let's see. We have Kim Kalia.
Kim Kalia, you going to join the community? We have a bunch of, okay, let me just say the Knowledge is Love Tribe community is live.
Yes.
I put the link down in here. It's www.community.BigEAstrology.com. And it is live, $18 a month or $5 a month. You really just want to do the 18 because you get 10% off of all my services. We've got 14 groups so far set up. You can promote your creativity, your business. You'll learn about spirituality, herbs, crystals, self-love, relationships, astrology, numerology, talking about your business, what's on your mind. I mean, this community's got everything. Plus,
and it's got people that are attentive and going to listen to you.
Exactly. It's family, yeah.
I've already had Chantel recommend a cosmic homesteading where she's going to talk about gardening.
Oh, we're going to have a homesteading and farming
and
group.
Ways
yeah.
to be self-sufficient, which I think is amazing. I'm making up that icon. Hopefully, I'm going to get it done tonight and get that group built.
That
out.
group is going to
But
come.
My point
Yeah.
in sharing that with you is that this is
A community. Yeah. It's for all of us.
I need everybody to be talking about what they want to see, what they want to hear, do, etc.
This is a community where you are supported and loved and to share all that you are. There's no limitations except for always being respectful and even with difference of opinion to, just agree to disagree. We're not doing any negativity and hate in the group. Okay. But let me finish what I was saying. Also, you get both coffee talks valued at $35. Now, if I do an extra coffee talk, you don't get that, but you get the main two, the mini and the regular one. And that's also for the $18. You're saving $17 on the coffee talks just for that. So even if you don't sign up, you're part of the group, $18 a month, you already get a coffee talk. And after being in the group for a year, you get 50% off of any of the major birth chart services, natal chart, solar return chart, unconscious soul chart, which is connected to human design and the gene keys, really dope, or the secondary progression chart. So this community and, discounts from my podcast guests. I've had many amazing guests on who've offered discounts and more will be offering too. Yes. Okay. And you get, wait.
You guys are around.
And let me let you know, you also get, if you do the $5 group, you get the podcast guest discounts and just to be in the group. And so we haven't had any $5 people sign up yet, but I think we got one or two coming that have asked me. But you want to come? No peer pressure.
$5 people that can't get into the inner workings of our thing.
No. They get to join the group. Yeah. But we're so filled with gratitude because we already have a bunch of people already signed up. So Kim, I hope you join, and other people. Who else is here?
You know what? God, I got a bunch of people. I've got a stain on my shirt.
That's okay.
I was moving stuff, and this is the stingless honey from the bees that help your eyes and do all that stuff. So that's a drip of honey. So it's still spiritual, but it's a mess on my shirt.
It's okay.
Anyways, I'm like, I think I have to go change. I'm all embarrassed now. I didn't realize how noticeable it was. Let's see. Gigi, the Empress, is
Gigi's
here.
in the community.
And my
Thank
girl,
you, Gigi.
Sia,
Sia, you got to join. Sia, our future daughter-in-law.
Yes, I'm so excited. I was talking to Elijah about you today, and he was blushing. So
he's a good young man. We're very proud of him. He works hard. He's down in Houston. He's got, a nice apartment with he had his own place for a while, but he moved in with a bunch of his buddies, 3 of his buddies. And
2, he makes a 3rd.
Yeah, well, 2 of his buddies. And he's a personal trainer. So he's got his business through the Fire Fitness, and he's going to be contributing in the group.
To the community.
Yeah, so about health and working out.
He's a certified trainer and so forth. So
a nutrition coach.
Share nutrition and exercise tips, and
he also works in a restaurant. So he's a good boy. Virgo, Sun, and Moon. And so Sia and Kim, we're waiting on you guys to join the community. Yes. I hope you do.
And Quintella is here.
Quintella's in the community.
She said later on down in the thing that she wasn't wasn't feeling so good. You know what? We have got to give Quintella some
you
love.
guys send
Because
Quintella some
let me tell you,
healing energy and
Quintella-
love. Quintella's amazing.
She's
And I'll
here
see you
all the time.
tomorrow, Quintella.
Yes, she's absolutely amazing. But she is in here big upping and commenting
And spreading love,
loving
yeah.
on everybody. So I want everybody in this chat
To send some healing energy to
healing
Quintella.
love, both through energetically, but through this chat, and let Quintella know that
We got your
girl,
back.
I get it, but it's gonna be another day, and we love you.
Yeah.
Mwah. Thank
But
you.
also, just so you know, you're probably been experiencing the Virgo moon coming off the opposition to your natal Pisces moon. You know, I would recommend even just doing a 24, 48-hour fast. Because when we take a break from putting in the food, and it could be liquid, it could be start off the morning with hot water.
Yes.
And then in the middle of the day, some hot lemon water. That's really good. But if you really want to just, maybe just do watermelon or smoothie, or, just fast, like just do water, and cleanse, because we also know our body can heal itself, and we got to put the right stuff in it or take a lot of the stuff out so it can do its work by itself and heal.
So we started a fast. We started it a couple days ago.
Yeah,
on
this
Sunday,
is day 3.
And then
I
my mom showed up with a pie.
We had a little cheating moment, but it wasn't worth it. Oh, it was the worst.
And you know what was crazy is the first thing both of us, we were like, yeah, we ate it and it was sweet, but then they made us not feel good, and we realized that it wasn't.
So we went right back on the fast.
We got right back on our fast, and actually it was a good learning time for us to be like, you know what? Unless you're putting really good quality stuff in you, sometimes it's not worth it. All the time, it's not worth the whatever that junk food is or whatever. So like, if you're gonna do chocolate, make it the best chocolate.
And it was a cherry pie, but it wasn't.
So sweet.
It wasn't good.
She did not go to Rock Springs.
It was her first time buying it from this store, and it was up where she lives in Prescott.
And it's a little pie shop, and she thought it would be good. And I was like, it was so overly sugary.
Wait, but as our friends would say, hated it. Men on film. You remember?
Snaps and a twist.
Oh my God. In Living Color was the show, yo.
I don't know. How many of you know In Living
Color? Yeah,
some
of y'all may be too young for Living Color.
I know.
It was amazing.
God, y'all missed it. And then we realized
I almost made it on there. Yeah. I almost made it on there.
Yes, he almost made it. He is so funny.
Yeah.
So let me hit up here. Kim said that Ceres and Aries, Lilith, Juno, and Aquarius.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're doing it all for Gemini. And I'll start off with the Black Moon Lilith and do it in alphabetical order, go to Ceres and then Juno. Now, what's fascinating, and happy birthday to all the Geminis. The Gemini birth chart sales rocking on June 20th, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Eric at BigEAstro.com. But when you're talking about the true Black Moon Lilith, in Astro.com, you go to miscellaneous in the bottom right corner, and you can type in H13. And that's going to get you not the glyph of the Lilith, like you see on my graphic, but the actual LIL. And that's the true Black Moon Lilith. Sometimes it can be different sign or different houses from the average mean position. This is the asculating apogee. That's a mouthful to say. But it's more authentically tapped into the primal carnal energy of the divine feminine and the Lilith. Lilith represents pheromones, hormones, pre-verbal, pre-rational energy, our yes, no response. It's our gut instinct, our intuition, and our root chakra, which connects us to God, source, creator energy. But it's also where we have repressed energy and we deal with rejection. On the positive side, very strong intuition, Lilith and Gemini, because it's through your ears, your fingers, and your communication, your words. So these people not only can be wordsmiths, but they can interpret, and through their hearing and their fingers and their communication, what is kind of unspoken, right? What someone's saying without saying it. So this is a really interesting Lilith. Now remember, the positive side, true Black Moon Lilith and Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising people will get you and become your tribe. They'll be like, oh, I love Gigi. Oh, I love Kim. Oh, I love Alana. I love Eric, right? If you have Lilith and Gemini or any of your placements. But for Lilith and Gemini, you can deal with rejection on how you communicate. you could come in and be like, Grand Rising, and people are like, the heck it is, good morning. And you'd be like, what? What's wrong with me saying Grand Rising? You understand? You can get rejected for just how you touch something. You're going to get a piece of paper and a desk in your office, and why do you have to reach over me? You know what I mean? So it's very, the Lilith can really, you could see where people are trying to shut down your communications, right? But you could be a brilliant Reiki master, massage therapist, author, writer, a scribe, a poet. You know it, flow it like Moet. I used to drink the Moet champagne, right? And the Don P and the Cristal. I remember those days. I don't drink anymore. And actually, I do not miss it. Okay. So Black Moon Lilith in Gemini is very instinctual. You will feel it. It is the root chakra, but it's going to be based around communication, what you dispense out and what you, mira, escuchen, receive. Gemini and Mercury are connected to hands, fingers, wrists, shoulders, and ears, and the lungs. So breath work is very important for Black Moon Lilith and Gemini people. Does anybody here tonight happen to have it? Do you know? Inquiring minds want to know, do you know? So chat, read.
Okay, so let me see here now. Yes, yes, Sia, that is my white side, my European side. I'm sorry. And Danny Figueroa is here, and Gigi says she's happy to be in the group. Yes, you joined
Gigi,
us a bit ago.
We're so happy.
I am on here.
I'm humbled and honored, for real, you guys. I don't take it for granted.
Trying to respond to everybody's stuff that you're doing.
Have you guys seen some of the posts? So the last 2 days, I gave you really nice updates on the moon and the energy. So pay attention to that. I'll always be doing stuff in the astrology group. And then I'm uploading different things and different comments and stuff. So any questions you guys have, please don't hesitate to ask, or even email or text me if you have my number. Because like she said, Chantel had a thought and a recommendation that she would like to kind of, head up, but be a major contributor to a homesteading farming group.
Yes.
And so Alana's going to create it, because that's a great idea. We didn't think of it.
Icon made. It's just a question of me getting it up. I have been so incredibly busy between trying to respond to people in these groups, think about stuff. I've got stuff that I'm going to be doing. And today I spent a good portion of the day on a writer's boot camp for Hay House, which is Hay House is one of the most established publishing companies for spiritual books. And we are going to be writing a book on Eric's NDE experience. I know you guys have heard it, but trust me, you haven't heard everything. And so I am learning
in the written form,
to
it'll
put together that proposal and really do this in the big way. And so I spent half the day doing that. And it's just so interesting because this is getting me going. I feel like I'm in full manifestation mode, and we are in that creator's mode. So let's see now. Kim Kalia said, what is secondary progression? Okay,
great question, Kim. So what happens is, like in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, when they say 1 day equals 1 year, and I forgot what verse that is in Genesis. I should try to memorize that. Yeah.
I'll go check on that.
Yeah, you can go say hi real quick. And so 1 day equals 1 year. So let's say if you were 50, right? I'll be 55. So for my birthday this year, my progress chart would be 55 days from my date of birth, which takes me from a Virgo to a Scorpio. And then your rising sign will change too, right? So the moon in the progress chart switches every 2.5 years, okay? Just like in the natal chart, every 2.5 days in transit. So, for example, like Kim, you could, order one tomorrow. It's so amazing. But join the community first, and then you get the 10% off, right? And then if you wait a year to do it, you get the 50% off. But so anywho, though, you save money too if it's just your regular birth chart sale, if Sun, Moon, Rising. But what's really beneficial for that is showing you how your planets have evolved. Usually, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto don't move. Depending on the year and the month, if you had planets natally that were like at 29 degrees or 28, the Jupiter or the Saturn or the Mars may move. The Venus, Mercury, Sun, and Moon, they always move. So think of it at like 27 years old, you will have your moon return for 2.5 years. And then at 54, so, like I think in my progress chart this year, I'll still be back home with I'm rocking now back with a Capricorn moon, even though my sun has progressed to Scorpio, because I'm natally a Capricorn moon, right? So I'm 54 right now. So I'm back to my moon return every 27 years. So it's really great because it gives you a different perspective of how your energy is vibrating now. So sometimes I will honestly tell you, I forget that I'm a Virgo because I don't feel like a Virgo right now. Does that make sense? And it's because in my progress chart, I'm a Scorpio and got a crazy Scorpio stellium. So it's really fascinating. So I recommend you guys, and I'm being honest, not just because I want you to order with me, because I always tell you, I'm going to be real. I think I'm one of the best out there, but I would encourage every human at some point in their life to get a natal birth chart reading, whether it's with me or another astrologer. But the solar return chart you should do every year because the ascendant changes sometimes, the moon, your birth date might change, and it goes back to the degree. You could be like 10 degrees Libra and 3 minutes. And then when we have to calculate it for your birthday, let's say you were born October 1st. Well, this year it may be September 30th, sorry, something like that. So it's really powerful, Kim. You would probably love it because, you're of an age like me, right, where we've progressed, right? The rising has shifted, the sun has shifted. So it's another perspective to look at to give you deeper understanding. And it doesn't nullify the natal birth chart. That birth chart is always in play. But the secondary progression chart really can explain some things that you may not be able to explain in the natal birth chart to what's currently going on in your life. And trust me when I tell you, the progress chart has been very helpful to me. And so is the solar return. Because I saw something, I remember doing a chart reading years ago from my cousin, and in her solar return chart, I saw that she needed to go check with the doctor, and thankfully she did. She had a benign tumor in her breast, but thankfully, I saw something, and I told her to go to the doctor, and she did. And so it was very beneficial. That's why I recommend solar return charts every year. And the progress chart, I would say, let's say, depending on your sun sign, you can count, right? There's 30 degrees in each sign. So if your sun is at 5 degrees, well, in 25 years, your sun will move to the next sign. So then you should definitely do one then. But even if you've never done one and you're over the age of 30, I would definitely recommend doing it because your planets have literally progressed to the next sign, and sometimes, 2 signs depending on your age. Okay. So I hope that answers everything for you, Kim, but it would be extremely beneficial for you, my friend.
And then we have a new person, Sinead.
Hey, new person.
Synead.
Okay,
Sinead.
Sinead, nice to meet you.
And
please share your sun, moon, rising, your big 3, and I'll break it down for you.
She's a Gemini rising,
Oh.
so we need your full big 3 so we can break you down.
And you can take advantage of the Gemini birth chart sale.
And she loves the channel.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I love you for loving the channel, but I appreciate it. And hopefully you'll find out, and you could look down below in the description and join my community. I just launched my own or our own tribe. It's the Knowledge is Love tribe, and it's www.community.BigEAstrology.com. And it's just got so much in it. It's got a multitude of groups. A lot of people in here tonight have already joined, but it's a community where you can share your creativity. You can learn about herbs and spirituality, crystals, astrology, numerology. You can talk about health. We're going to have a sister circle.
It's a community space. You know what I mean? So this knowledge is stuff, because so many people that come to our podcast are really amazing and have so much knowledge and talent. And we wanted to get that out and get people talking and exchanging thoughts and asking questions and building those relationships. And a lot of people are entrepreneurs, which is really near and dear to my heart.
Well, and that's what you can share in the community. You can share your creativity. You could share your businesses. You can, and that's what we want. We want people to be like, oh, I'm looking for, I don't know, Akasha Records or a
like
Reiki
right
master.
now, I'm going to be wanting to find a good, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm
just
sorry.
twice.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Okay. But we want you to be able to share and promote what you create, but your businesses, but also network so we can support one another. Because that's what a tribe and a community is really about. We all grow and win together. And for me, I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not taking a cut of your business. If you get sales or whatever, it's all for you. We're just letting you do it. Like, you won't find communities like this.
I'm going to tell you, even if you just join the community so that you could have one more place to
network and promote your business
a month, you ain't finding that anywhere.
Yeah.
Period.
But you really want to do the $18 a month, because that's where you get all the benefits.
Yeah.
You get also my monthly coffee talks, my astrology monthly meeting with my 11th house crew, where I teach astrological lessons. And, you guys, I put up the poll question. So I'm going to do Saturday, June 14th at 12 noon Eastern, 2 hours, $22. And then the Friday, the 20th, $13, 65 minutes. But I think for the Friday, I'm going to do the United States Supreme Court. On the 14th, I'm debating, because people aren't that interested in Kanye West or Prince, and maybe I need to put up another poll like Jasmine Crockett, or, if you guys have any suggestions. And in the second hour, I think I'm going to bring back the blind birth chart reading. Right now, there's not any major transits, and I don't want to teach on the eclipses quite yet. I want to save that for August so it's fresh in your mind. Okay, because the eclipses are late August and early September. So I'll do that in the August coffee talk. Does that make sense? But so definitely, you guys have any people that you're really interested in learning about, famous people or an astrology topic, give me some suggestions, and that's what I'll do in the 14th coffee talk. But I think in the second hour, I have people, this is really cool, Cindy. We do a blind birth chart reading where you come to coffee talk and you can offer up your birth chart, and I pick a chart randomly. And Quintella did it, and we did her chart. It was amazing. And you have all the people in coffee talk reading your chart. So you get like a crazy interpretation. And then at the end, I reveal who it is. And then you share how we did. Because my coffee talks are about the tool of learning about astrology, this ancient wisdom. So it's really fun. So welcome to the channel. Did she share your sun, moon, rising?
Let's see. I'm not sure. Jackie Washington is here.
Jackie Washington. She's the first person to join a community.
Yay!
Jackie. Love you, Jackie.
Thank you. Quintella, we absolutely adore you.
Yep. And wasn't that fun, Quintella, when we did your chart reading and coffee talk? Let's the need know. That was it was powerful.
And she said that she does need to fast. She felt that this morning, but was disobedient and ate, and she's been paying for it all day.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie.
And you know what?
And when the moon's in Virgo, that's a good time to do it, because it rules the gut.
If you're new to fasting, understand that it's always hardest that first time you do it, and maybe that second time, but it gets easier. Like, I will tell you, like, we try and do it every month, and it's just easier. We just are like, okay, it's our fasting. This is what we're doing, So yeah, let's see.
And you start to look forward to it.
Oh, that's okay. So Sia had to go work out. Sia.
That's all right. Oh, I like that.
Girl.
Go work out, girl.
Yes, go work out. We
Get
have a
that
son
man
who loves to work out too.
Yep.
Hey, and then Jackie said, "What is the community like a message board, or will we have a monthly Zoom call?" So
we're talking about that. That's a great question. Yes, it's sort of designed like a Facebook, where we can exchange information, watch videos, ask questions, and learn. And there'll be some exclusive content as well. But yes, we're thinking about doing for the community members probably a monthly meeting and check-in
Yes.
for topics and subjects. Yeah.
You know, we're figuring that out, to be honest with you. You know, we're wanting to get people in, get it going, get a good rhythm, but definitely we want to do at least once a month, maybe every other week,
depending on people's schedules and everything.
What people are doing and what people are seeing and how we're best able to support the group and support the community, right?
Yeah.
So Stephen LaScala is here.
Stevie Weezy's. Hopefully you're going to join the community, brother. It's up. All right. www.community.BigEAstrology.com.
Quintella loves the Hay House. I know, you know, Hay House, when you really think about it, they brought out Dolores Cannon. They brought out Abraham Hicks. They brought out some of these people, Joe Dispenza. They brought out some of these people that we just hear about all the time, but they were the first ones to publish these people and make them more household type names. So
well, let's pray that
we're gonna
publish
pray.
Eric Taylor, Big Astrology.
We need the prayers because I upgraded to the VIP so that I could submit our proposal. And I think we have a great, like, I'm really excited. I'm not going to talk too much on it, but I'm really excited on what I want to do with this book. And I'm just pray that
it's a very unique perspective.
Publishing Eric and Alana Taylor. And then we have Scooter for you to see, B. And you haven't been here in a minute, Scooter.
You haven't been here, Scooter. Welcome back.
Good to see you. Hi, friend.
Did Saneed share her victory?
I don't know. I'm scrolling down and see that Saneed, just so you know, this is how we try and do it. We try and hit everybody in here because we want to make sure that we are giving love to everyone. And we have Shadow Goddess.
I think they're new.
New as well. She said hello to both of us. Hello.
Hey, Shadow Goddess. Do we know you?
She said she's been thinking, I need to change my YouTube. That's Lisa Brady. Lisa Brady, we were just sharing your name with somebody last night.
Yeah, I was telling somebody looking for a galactic astrologer.
Where in the world is Lisa Brady?
Where in the world is Lisa Brady at? Is she in Florida? Is she in Jamaica? Is she in Europe?
Where is she?
Is she in Istanbul?
Girl, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you.
And now that I know who that is, I will know who that is.
So
and hello, Chantel.
Hey, Chantel.
I have made up the
She's made the graphic.
Cosmic Homestead. I am going to be trying to get that up tonight. I am so excited. Thank you.
So
I can't wait.
Let me tell you this, you guys. Just the last thought on Black Moon Lilith, then I'm going to get to Ceres. All right, because we still got to stay on topic. One thing about Black Moon Lilith and Gemini, and please, if anybody has Black Moon Lilith and Gemini here, let me know, because I could even break it down for you for what house you got it in. But you're gonna find that you may sometimes feel. This is why I said you could be a Reiki master. You may feel tingling in your fingers. You may have extra ringing in your ears. And those are going to be messages sometimes connecting you to God, Source, Creator, or from your ancestors. Lilith is very intuitive, but this is where you could have a lot of people, depending on what house you have it in, you could have a lot of people coming at you verbally and hitting on you, men and women. Okay, especially if you have it in the first, third, sixth, fifth, sixth, 10th. Okay, and sometimes in your social networks or groups or organizations you're part of in the 11th. Okay, so I just want you to be aware, Lilith is no joke. It's stronger in a female's chart, still very powerful and relevant in a man's chart, and it's definitely stronger on the angular houses, which are 1, 4, 7, and 10. I'm telling you so you could tell a friend. Now let's get to Ceres. Ceres, Ceres, the goddess of harvest. Ceres, the goddess of harvest in Gemini. Ceres is what? It's how you're nurtured and cared for, how you nurture and care for others. It's your food, your fashion. It's secret sorrows. In weird ways, it can actually show, especially in the first 5 houses, where you could literally be lost, stolen, abducted, or kidnapped. Dun, dun, dun. We need that Law and Order music. So, and I used to work on Law and Order quite a bit too. So, that's really fascinating. It has some other things, but it's definitely your food and fashion and how you nurture and care. But it can show like deep depression, secret sorrows. So when it's in Gemini, there can be, for you, communication is your love language. Now, Venus is literally the love language, but in terms of how you nurture and care for people, it's going to be with your hands, but how you communicate with them. You're going to want to ask a lot of questions. You're going to need that mental input and output in dynamics of relationships, even how you were parented and how you may want to parent. A lot of astrologers have mentioned and talked about that Ceres could eventually be designated as a co-ruler with Mercury of Virgo, because it's the goddess of harvest. And Virgo is what? The wheat and the medicine. Virgo, the virgin, the lyrical surgeon. Of course, I'd be splurging, right? So, it's really powerful, Ceres. And in Gemini, you could have some issues about the harsh words that were said to you. Those could be some of the secret sorrows. Or maybe you have an issue with your hands. Maybe you're a little, hand that could be deformed or sprained or broken. Like, you could go through different things. And you would see aspects in the chart that could speak to it. In terms of your food and fashion, you're fashion forward. Geminis are very fashionistas and stylish. We have a Gemini son, and he's been like that since a child. He was always like pushing the envelope with clothing and dress and style, and he'll give his mom tips and give me tips sometimes. He's sharp. Geminis, I give it to him. They're sharp. And so that you'll see with the fashion. The food, they have to watch out because they can be binge eaters. They can eat way too fast if you have Ceres and Gemini. You can talk while you're eating, like, well, I'm gonna. You're like, oh my God, just eat. We'll talk later. Just stop, right? Like the other people try to talk through their meal, right? And so Ceres and Gemini, but they gotta watch out in terms of like the lost, stolen, abducted, or kidnapped, especially if it's in the first, second, third house. It could be something around a friend, a sibling, some issues. There could be some stuff in the local community. All right. So just want to kind of give you those nuggets. Now, let me know before we go to Juno. We're going to get back to the chat, ask your questions. Hope you guys are doing well. It's Gemini season and the moon's in Virgo. We had the sun moon square today early on as well. So and the square to Mercury. But we're well on its way. Now, the moon tonight will be trining Uranus and in the conjunction to the Virgo South Node. So this is where you can literally get downloads in nature, a little evening walk, talkie, walkie, or even, hear some communications from the trees and the plants. Like, wait, what'd you say, plant? You need more water and sunlight? Okay, I got you. But anybody here have Ceres or Black Moon Lilith and Gemini? If so, please let me know.
Okay. I don't see anybody saying that.
Does Saneed say anything? Or her big three?
No,
Read.
I haven't seen Saneed. I don't know if she was on for a minute and left.
Steve, you know what I talk about when I do that, right? Because in Harlem, the Black Israelites, so they'd be like, read. I love that. I missed that. Oh my God.
Let's see. Steven Scotland. Quintella, you did the boot camp with Hay House. How did you like it?
Oh, wow.
So I upgraded to the VIP primarily because I want to be able to submit a proposal to them without a literary agent. That's what I need to ask. Is anybody in our community? We need to find some literary agents in our community. Anybody want to invite some?
Yeah, if you guys know any, please reach out.
Anyway.
Because we're about to finish up this month. We're really going to hunker down and really starting this weekend.
We need to finish the workbook.
No, that's what I'm saying. The astrology book.
We have to find out how God's going to bless us with the ability to print that. But it's going to happen.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Because I'm on manifesting fire. And yeah.
520-7418. If you know, you know.
520-7418. Yes. Unexpected money, baby.
Yeah, you guys.
And,
520-7418.
Oh, Yuki. Hi, how are you, love? Mwah.
Who's that?
So good to see you. Yuki Matsuri.
Okay. Yeah, she's been here before, right?
Yes, she has.
Hey, Yuki.
And Jolly James just
Jolly James.
Her series is in Aries.
Okay. Well, any questions about, because we're kind of focused on the Gemini, but I will tell you, watch the Ceres series. And if you have any specific questions about your placement, comment on it. I haven't done Ceres in the houses because it's not as, I don't know. I don't want to say it's not as interesting. I just did it through the signs. And it took me a while to finish Gemini and Cancer, but I finally did do it. So you can watch the whole series. Those are the last 2 I recorded. But it's a good series, breaking down Ceres in the houses. Series on Ceres. And then you got Sirius. So, and also, did you guys watch my podcast interview? You could always check my playlist. I put all the podcasts that I'm on my playlist called Interviews in Media. I was on the Ask Laura Bruno podcast with Laura Bruno. She's an astrologer, has been on my show twice, and she had me on her show, and it was really great. And we talked about the energy of Jupiter and Cancer, which I broke down in Coffee Talk, but it was really good. Like we hit like every angle of it, and it was really a great interview, and I was honored to be on her podcast. So go check that out. I linked it on my community post page. Always check my community post page. I update a lot of stuff there. And I'll be recording another podcast where I'll be on Omni. I forgot the name, but this brother Felix, he's out of Hawaii. And it's so dope because what he's doing is he's kind of hosting a roundtable with him and then 3 astrologers. And I'm going to be one of the astrologers. And he was trying to get a Vedic. I think he found an Earth astrologer and maybe an evolutionary, but he was trying to do Vedic, Western, and Chinese. But, people have backed out on him. So it's going to be really dope, though. When it comes together, I'll let you know. But hopefully that'll be coming up sometime this month.
So Yuki asked, what did you ask us to look for in our chart?
I was asking you to look for tonight's topics. The true Black Moon Lilith in Gemini. Ceres, the goddess of harvest, in Gemini. And Juno, which we're about to get to, the asteroid of long-term relationships and commitment in Gemini. Because it's Gemini season. So I like to kind of go through different, through the season, go through different planetary alignments that you may have in your natal chart. And even though it's Gemini season, any of us could have Gemini placements that are like Ceres or part of fortune or, Jupiter or Saturn, so that's why I like to go through it for the season. I used to always just do sun, moon, rising, Mercury, and now I've kind of gone beyond. That was last year. Now this year I'm more focused on, kind of Mercury through Pluto. But Gemini Pluto is too far in the future, and I'm not going to go all the way back to the past because nobody's living, with Gemini Pluto. So, now I could do the future. I like doing that. My Gemini Pluto video is up there, so you guys can watch it. But wifey's like, oh, nobody's going to be, thinking about that and this and that, But I love talking about the future because it's about what you visualize, like how the world will be 20, 30, 40 years from now. I'll still be here.
So Yuki said she uses this one astrology app, and it gives the option to look at current planets and birth chart. Which should I look at?
It depends on what you want, sweetie. I would look at your birth chart because that way you get to really understand yourself. The current alignment, you can just go to Cafe Astrology or astro.com, whatever you want. But you can rotate back and forth. But you want to know your chart first so then you understand how the transits are affecting your chart. And that's why you should book a natal birth chart reading with me, okay? But yeah, I would start off with your birth chart. Because you kind of want to memorize it. That's what I want you guys to do. You should be able to visualize your chart in your head and know all your placements. Now, I'll be honest with you, even for me as a professional, I'm so focused on you guys. Sometimes I forget my degrees, but I know all my planetary placements. Like I know it like the back of my hand. Okay. And I know hers and I know my kids and I know some of y'all, certain placements. Like
it's amazing how he remembers all these things. It took me like 3 years just to remember my sun, moon, and rising.
It took her a long time.
It really did.
And where's your Venus and Jupiter at?
Are you really?
Come on.
You just want to ask me this.
Come on.
Where's my Venus and Jupiter?
They're together. Same sign, same house. I gave you a hint.
In Aquarius?
Yes!
Oh my God!
Yay! Alana! Oh my God. You guys, I've been training her with this one. It's probably been a year.
You guys don't even know. I swear.
Wait. Aquarius, what house?
Okay, so my rising.
Your rising
My
is.
rising is Taurus.
Yeah.
And Taurus is how many from Aquarius? Like 4
No.
or 6? Where?
Well, you want to count? What's after Taurus?
Oh hell! Don't make me
Okay.
do that. You know, he likes to ask me all these questions so that I can
It's good comic relief for you guys.
so that you guys can see how bad I am.
No, it's okay. If
But
you're Taurus rising, the
I'm
Aquarius.
so spoiled. It's like when you don't use that portion of the brain because all I do is roll over and ask him. You don't
Aquarius is in your 10th house. So you have Venus and Jupiter both benefic. And you know what's so fascinating, you guys? Both of us have our benefics together. Mine are in a conjunction. Hers are just in the same house. They're not conjunct. But she has Venus and Jupiter in Aquarius. I have Venus and Jupiter in Scorpio.
So our friend Stevie
Wazies.
LaScala, he's going to be in Harlem on Monday.
Ah,
So he'll stop by
I miss Harlem.
the
125.
the African Islam.
Yo, Stevie, send me some black soap, yo.
We're good.
No,
Steve.
I'm joking. I'm
joking.
I do miss my black soap though.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you. Let's see. Now, Jolly James said in Vedic, in Vedic, my moon is in Gemini, but in tropical, no Gemini.
Yeah, well, in tropical, what is it? Cancer? Probably should be Cancer, right? So no, you have nothing in Gemini and tropical. And I will tell you, you have to see what resonates with you. My theory is the Vedic will tend to resonate more if you're born more in Asia, Africa, in that region. Definitely more Asia, maybe India. But if you're born in the Western hemisphere, you're probably going to resonate more with Western tropical. Now, I looked at my chart in the Vedic, and for example, I'm a Scorpio rising. In the Vedic, I'm a Libra rising. The only thing that's Libra rising, my upper and lower torso are symmetrical, and so is my face. But my life story, my life experiences, they are all Scorpio rising, right? Even the NDE, the transformation, she'll tell you all the stuff that I've been through. It's all, not that she really knows, but she'll tell you in terms of what I've been through. It's all Scorpio rising. Death and rebirth, transformation, death and rebirth, transformation. That's my life story, which makes for a great NDE book. Or just a life story book. God, my life story is it's a movie. My life's a movie. It really is, you guys. It's a movie, and I stay in gratitude every day that I'm still here and I'm still standing. Okay, so let's get to Juno, and then we'll get back to the chat. And if you guys have any questions, even about the current energies, also remember this Virgo moon, which will finish up, early tomorrow morning. We'll get to the Libra moon. Like 3-4 in the morning Eastern. The Virgo moon will be opposing the Pisces North Node. So you really want to, emotionally tap in to your spiritual practices, and really, this is what I was saying, Quintella, and just everybody. If you're a Virgo sun, literally, you should be doing some intermittent fasting, doing a juice cleanse, something. No, remember when the moon comes back to your natal sun. So Libras, mira, bring your ear here. Any Libras here? Miércoles, jueves, and viernes, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no drugs, no sex, no alcohol, no cursing, no meat. You want to allow your body to reactivate itself on the cellular level. Whenever the moon in transit goes back to your natal sun sign placement, that 60-hour window is an opportunity to reactivate your body on the cellular level and heal yourself. So you need to take a break. We can all take a break for at least 48 hours, if not the full 60, of cursing, drugs, sex, alcohol, and meat. Okay? You want to purify the temple. And try to spend some time around trees and the sun and nature. That will really help. Okay? So it's really apropos that I've been doing this fast and the moon's in Virgo. So I feel really good. Had that one little moment of cheating with the cherry pie, and I regretted it. It was really her fault and her mother. But, I could have said no. But my Venus is in the first house. So I could never say no when you offer me something sweet.
No, he cannot.
I really can't. I just don't offer me. Don't tell. Shh. Don't tell me. Shh. Stop playing with me, son.
Stop playing with me, son.
I love that
Okay.
guy.
Anyway,
Oh,
let me
God.
see now.
Yeah, chat, and then we'll get to Juno and Gemini.
And so Lisa, thank you, Lisa. Lisa's coming in to save the day. She said that my chart is built for global networking and business expansion. So I'm not supposed to know all that stuff. That's what, you know what? Thank you, Lisa. Fist bump. Thank you, girl.
No. Her chart is great. Her chart is great. And you guys listen. Lisa is an amazing galactic astrologer. She will tell you about your galactic origins and everything. And you guys know Lisa if you've seen, she's been on the podcast, I think 3 times. I'm just waiting for Lisa to invite me on her podcast.
And,
Well, I don't know. Do you have a podcast yet, Lisa? You have to let me know.
And Jolly James has Venus and Mercury in the 10th house of Sagittarius.
Oh, you're Pisces
And,
rising.
in tropical.
Now listen, you're Pisces rising, Jolly James. You need to definitely reach out and get a birth chart reading.
So she's saying in tropical, she's a triple air. In Vedic,
Triple fire.
Tropical, she's a triple water. And in Vedic, she's a triple air.
Oh, you mean your sun, moon rising. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Because you're Aquarius rising in the Vedic. Well, be honest, Jolly, what resonates with you? I can tell you in terms of your life story, they're going to be a little different, that Pisces rising and Aquarius rising. But if you are a Pisces rising, which you are in Western, I would definitely reach out. My mother was a Pisces rising, and I'm quite an expert on the Pisces energy since I married one. But also my mother was a Pisces rising and Pisces moon. So I really understand that energy quite well. But Pisces risings, I got mad love for you all, right? Demi Moore, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. You're like an alien on this planet because you're so spiritual and imaginative and creative and pure. And this world is too dirty and yucky and nasty for you. It is nasty for you. And so, you just got to be mindful. You can really wear those rose-colored glasses and not see the 7th house, the other half, well, for business partnerships, relationships, or marriage. So you got to really tap into that Virgo 7th house. Read the fine print. Ask a lot of questions. Make sure you're sure that you're sure if you're going to get into business or get married. Okay? Because when you have the Pisces rising, you're very idealistic and unrealistic. You see the best in others. But that doesn't mean that they can ever achieve that or they even have the desire to be the best version of themselves. So you don't give people credit they haven't earned, right? I've had to explain that to her as a Pisces. She's very sweet and naive sometimes. I've had to train her. She starts everybody off at 100. I start everybody at 0. You got to show me who you are. You got to prove something to me. I don't know you. I'm going to give you 100%? No. I start you off at 0. You got to earn points with Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology. More so with Eric Taylor than BigEAstrology, but definitely with Eric Taylor. You got to. I'm Scorpio rising. I see right through you. You can't hide. You can't hide from me. Huh? Oh, look at your kidneys. I see your liver. What the heck is going on with your pancreas? I see you.
He's and I always start everybody. I'm like all sweet and lovely, and I'm like, oh my God, they're the best.
And it's been a pit bull biting her whole life in the butt.
Yes, and I just keep going back for more, guys. I don't know what it is. I just keep trusting because I just believe in the power of humanity. Oh, and sometimes I'm like, why?
Yeah, well,
why?
Look what the human beings are doing on this planet. They don't deserve belief.
What? I genuinely believe that we are better than this.
We are.
That
I'm very optimistic.
Of us are better than this.
Yep.
I just believe it. I believe it, God.
She believes in crystal light.
I believe I can fly.
She believes in crystal light, and I believe in me.
Let me see what else we have going on.
All right, we're gonna get to Juno soon. So, any other comments or questions?
Let's see. Yes, we are going to. So Lisa wants to chat with you about fall eclipses. and she's preparing for that already. You got to come on the show then, Lisa.
No, she needs to have me on her show.
Oh, well then. And you've heard it here first.
I'm
Eric's
sure
going
we'll
to
work
be on
something
Lisa
out then.
Brady's show. But Lisa's also going to come here.
She's got to start her show. But we do miss you,
And
Lisa.
we love you. You are the absolute best as well, Yuki. And
Thank you, Yuki, for coming back.
And
don't be a stranger and join the community, you guys.
Thank you.
www.community.bigeastrology.com.
Join the fun. Anyways, Lisa, yes, thank you. Lisa said my chart is powerful. And Jolly James, Pisces rising is definitely a sensitive placement.
Oh yeah. Oof. It's magic though.
Very idealistic.
Very idealistic. You're a shapeshifter. You can morph into anything.
Well, I feel that I'm a Pisces and I'm very idealistic. Where does my idealistic? Does that come from the Pisces part?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just for the people that it's on the ascendant, it's stronger because that's your aura, your physical appearance,
right. That's the way
your
that
outer
people
mask,
see me.
the only house of self. Right?
Yes.
That's how others see you. But you have it.
Learned that.
But you have it in the 11th house.
Mm-hmm.
So you're idealistic around the internet, friends groups, organizations. Oh, I'll join this cult. Right?
I have joined cults.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So
you know,
you're idealistic about groups or the 11th house. Your hopes, dreams, wishes about the internet, about aliens.
I mean, you haven't lived until you've joined a cult. Okay.
You know, she's like, hi, Mr. Alien. How are you? Do you want to come over for dinner?
I was walking down the street with little Lisa, and anyways, there was a guy, he lives in this house by us, and his house is submerged in the ground. And Lisa was like, oh, hell no. And I was like, hey, how you doing? How'd you get this house like this? Did you buy it like this? What made you buy it? Blah, blah, blah. And Lisa's just looking at me like, what on earth? And then she's like, Alana, he's a killer.
Yeah. She would go right up to Jeffrey Dahmer.
And she goes, and he had a shovel in his hand when you went up to him.
She would go right up to Jeffrey Dahmer and ask him like a million questions.
Hey, you know what's going on? What makes you like? Who hurt you, Jeff?
Okay. Any other comments? I want to get to Juno.
Here now.
That's why I love my wife. She's so sweet and pure.
And then Lisa, spot on Pisces, and Eric, you have all that Virgo. I love that. You can zone in on illness. And then, so Lisa's going to join. Thank you, my friend. And Quintella says she loves aliens. So do we, girl. So do we. We will be talking about that.
We just keep meeting them all the time.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be going. I have to go. I'm going to be going to the Mouflon meeting here and just having some convo with them because they're very interesting people.
When is this?
I don't know, but it's down in Tempe, and I had to check it because I keep missing it, and I've been trying to do this for a while. Anyways, but
so I got invited, you guys, to speak at an online conference. I will let you know when it is. Well, it's on the solstice on Saturday the 21st, and I'll put it up in my community, and I'm going to be a presenter. So yeah, so things are moving and happening. So I'm going to be on there with Debbie Solaris, some other people. It's going to be really great. It's called Oracle Conscious or Oracle. So I forgot the name, but I will put it up there so you guys can sign up or tune in. And that's going to be on the solstice on Saturday the 21st.
So no, ma'am, don't invite them in. Who am I not inviting in?
No, don't invite the aliens in. No, we're not inviting them in.
Yeah. Oh,
no, you're right.
No, I'm sorry.
We're joking. We're not.
I am joking.
Yeah, we're not.
Sorry.
Trust me, we know. We saw the movie Sinners. Let me stop. No, we're not inviting anybody in. You know what I mean? Just you guys.
It's not that kind of party. I'm just joking. Yeah, whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah.
See, I'm a Pisces rising, but I'm a Scorpio sun with Saturn in Virgo.
Saturn in Virgo is tough. Oof. You know, because you put that pressure on yourself to be perfect and you know, and just so precise and detailed and nitpicky and this and that. And that's your karmic lesson. You have to transmute that out while the South Node until July 2026. That's your karmic assignment, to let go of being perfect, to let go of nitpicking, to let go of being overly self-critical and critical of others. And you must do what I always say. We're going to make the t-shirt. You must learn to retire from negative self-talk. Okay, that's no longer your job. Hand in a pink slip today.
I quit.
That's it. No more. I'm nice to myself. You want to move to the Pisces North Node, be more compassionate, empathetic, share grace and mercy to yourself first. Capiche? You got this. But with Saturn and Virgo, ooh, you when you want to like be disciplined, I don't know if anybody can be more disciplined than Saturn and Virgo. Once they master that monkey and climb that mountain, they're no joke. My friend astrologer Anjani has that. My son has that. It's going to take him a while, but once he gets it, he's going to be amazing. You know, it's just hard because he's got all this mercurial energy with all the Gemini energy, but he's going to get it. He'll get it before Daddy leaves this planet. Because I'm here for 3 digits. I don't know if you heard. Let's get to Juno and Gemini. Okay, so Juno, the asteroid for long-term relationships, commitment, and marriage. Love, real love, the world needs love. So Juno, if you guys don't know, it's like a little mixture energetically between Libra and Scorpio. It wants to be all booed up, right? What they call it, cuffing season, whatever. It wants to be all like booed up, but then it's really emotionally intense, and it's like this like real commitment. So Juno, I guess, and Lisa knows this really well, it was Jupiter's wife in the Greek mythology. And then there's some weird stuff that I'm not going to get into on here that maybe they weren't just husband and wife, that could have been related nastiness. But anyway, Juno is the asteroid of long-term relationships, commitment, and marriage. And so when you have it in Gemini, you have got to have healthy communications, and you need this in any relationship. And we'll be talking about that in our relationship self-love group. Okay, communication is the key. We're about to celebrate this month 17 years.
Can you believe that?
Fist bump, fist bump.
Fist bump.
17 years. You know, it's kind of wild.
You know, William always tries to get me to do these things. Come here, give me your hand.
No, I don't.
You don't want to do all that?
No.
He does this weird thing with his fingers. Kind of interesting. Anyways, let me get back to the chat. So we've got some different things going on here. Jackie Washington is here, and she is a Pisces rising. And we knew she was here already.
Yeah.
But she's a Pisces rising.
Yeah.
And then
awesome.
We have somebody who looks like she's new. Sydney Crystalline Mary.
Wow. Welcome, Sydney, Crystalline Mary.
How are you?
Please share your sun, moon, rising. Welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe. And you guys, make sure you're all smashing the like button. And after the show's over, come back and leave a little comment, fire emoji. Thanks, Eric and Alana. Thank you, whatever, because it does help the show grow in the algorithms. And
please follow him, okay? I'm trying to get him to 10 million followers.
But first, we got to get to 10K.
10,000 will help, but
10K.
10 million is the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, but we have to just start somewhere.
Thank you, guys. But please share your big 3. And thank you for coming. Explore the channel. And maybe you want to join our community. www.community.BigEAstro.com.
It's really cool. Like,
Super dope.
Those annoying groups that you join on Facebook,
and everybody's just putting in memes
where they tell you, "Oh, don't tell us anything about yourself because we'll consider it spam."
Spam. No,
we actually want you to tell us all about yourself. We
and
want
promote
you
your businesses.
Promote your business.
Yeah, whatever.
Because our whole purpose is, let's become more reliant on all of us and less reliant on all these systems that have everything so effed up right now. Okay, how about that? Round of applause for.
Okay, let me finish Juno and Gemini.
He's gonna finish up real quick. So Sydney, please share your big 3 with us.
Your sun, moon, rising. Do you know it?
We can.
I give you like a little free breakdown. That's why we're asking.
Yeah. Okay, and
that's my gift to new people to come on my channel.
Yes. See, we give.
Actually, we're very giving.
Jolly James is here.
Jolly, yes.
And she said, I'm sorry, forgive me. I'm so sorry.
I got to reboot the computer.
I gotta recalibrate. You know what it is? It's because I'm jumping over here doing this, and I'm jumping over here, and I'm trying to. Anyways,
she needed to marry a Virgo.
I did. Oh my gosh, because I'm always up in the clouds. But it's because it's more fun up there. They married and joined kingdoms. Then Jupiter pushed her off her throne, and she came off as the second wife when really she entered into the union as a queen in her own right. Is that about?
That's about Juno. Yeah.
Yes.
See, I knew you would know the whole story.
Mhm.
But aren't there some rumors that they could have been like there was some incest or siblings or grape? I guess I can't say that on YouTube. Supposedly grape or something. Wasn't that part of the story? I don't know. You let me know. But anyway, Juno in Gemini.
Do we want to get to Sydney's?
Oh, sorry. Let's go. Thank you, Sydney. All right.
So we have a
wait. Newsflash. Boo. Breaking news. Sydney just shared her big 3. Oh, bring her up on the screen.
Oh.
Let's highlight her.
Let's highlight you.
We're
going to highlight you,
We're going to
girl.
highlight you, Sydney.
Woo.
All right.
Okay,
What is it?
So
Here we go.
she is a Scorpio sun, a Libra moon, and an Aries rising.
Oh, see, I had you right. Aries rising, Libra moon, Scorpio sun. So, number one, your mother could be all up in the cookie jar in your relationships. You probably don't like to go shopping alone, my friend. And if you do, you're still on the phone talking to your friend, your neighbor, your girlfriend, your husband, your boyfriend. You have one of the most rare or authentic rising signs. Pisces and Aries are the 2 most rare ascendants, but Aries is so authentic. All right, I just did Beyonce birth chart. She's an Aries rising. I wonder where your Mars is, your chart ruler, but with the Scorpio sun in the 8th house, that's why you're here. May have some hidden secrets from dad, dad from you, I mean, but you love herbs and crystals and the esoteric occult knowledge and doTERRA. You would probably love her organic and vegan body and skincare products, Sabale Pure, SABALIPURE, sabalepure.com. Organic and vegan body and skincare. She's got the best stuff. But with your Scorpio sun in 8th house, it feels really nice there. And a lot of people won't tell you this. You're here for probably a longer than average life. I'd have to see where your Saturn is, but with the Scorpio sun in 8th house, you regenerate. You're just like you're about that life. Okay. Now the Libra moon, remember, emotionally, it's seeking balanced. It's not balanced. Libra is always 51-49 at best, but it's 60-40. So you kind of feel like you may want or need to be in a relationship, but you got to make sure that it's authentic and right for you, because this is where you could be a little passive aggressive and you could get like caught up in people pleasing and things like that. And hopefully you're not like OD on shopping. Libra moon 7th house, you could be a big time shopper, because that's the marketplace, right? It's the scales of justice for the courthouse. So you could literally be a lawyer, an amazing social worker, teacher. You could be into, fashion, really anything, right? I mean, with that.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, let me finish before you chime in with, the Scorpio sun. Though you can also be a very powerful doula, death doula, midwife, and you could really be an astrologer. Okay, so obviously I'd have to see your whole chart, but definitely if you want to reach out, BigEAstrology.com, or if you have questions, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. But definitely remember, mommy could be up in the cookie jar, and your first child could have a Leo sun, moon, rising, or that Leo energy. Okay, and second child, if you have any kids, they would have that Libra energy. All right, that's about it for you, Miss Sydney.
And
but thank you for coming.
Let's see here now. Okay, and let's see. And
let me get back to Juno.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll get back to the chat. So Juno in Gemini, you not only need a lot of communication, you need healthy communication. And you can literally marry, right? If I was doing a love chart reading for anybody, I'm going to look at your 5th, your 7th house, your Juno, Venus, Jupiter. Mars is the brothers and boyfriends, but Mars is the man's sex drive and a woman's sexual desires, the type of man she's attracted to. But ladies, you're not going to always marry the Mars guy. You want to marry the Jupiter guy. Okay. And it doesn't always have to be the sign. It could be the archetype, right? So she didn't marry an Aquarius, but she married an astrologer, which is the archetype of Aquarius. Capiche? Right? And someone that's weird and innovative and futuristic. My whole life is futuristic. My rhymes for my first album, they are 15, 20 years ahead. Okay, that's just how I get down because I got that 11th house stellium in Virgo. And for you new people, I am a Virgo sun, a Capricorn moon, and a Scorpio rising. So that is the real spiritual detective to read your natal birth chart. Okay.
And so Jackie Washington and her husband have been married for 24 years.
Congrats, Jackie.
You are almost to that silver anniversary. That's awesome.
Wow.
That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed.
I love that, Jackie. God bless you guys. That's
and
awesome.
I
That's inspiring for real.
We love marriage.
And you know why I say it's inspiring? Because even we talk to our boys and they're so thankful. And we always tell them, Mom and Dad are not getting divorced. Don't worry about it. Do you know the 6th graders, the 11-year-olds, I would say about 75
That's
to
what they
80,
tell us.
80%, of their friends.
50% of the 5th grade.
No, more than 50.
They approximately half of their friends' parents are divorced.
More than half. And then the 9th grader, about to be 10th grade, now 16-year-old, it's like 60-70% of his friends. He's got just only a few.
80%.
It's close to 80, yeah. So it's wild, you guys.
Guys, if you can, try to keep those relationships. They're
And I'll be talking about that a lot in the group, in the community, relationships and self-love.
We're really big on families trying to stay together because that's our strength and our power. When we're constantly ripping ourselves apart from people, it weakens us. And we have to understand the game we're playing here. And if we're staying, not to say there's anything wrong with it. If you have to get divorced, I was married before and I had to get divorced. So I am not in any way putting down anybody who finds themselves in that position. But if you can, it's always nice.
I was a good boy and I waited.
You did.
And I honored Saturn in my 7th house and didn't even know it.
So Sydney Crystalline Mary said 888 Lyran. I have Lyran. I'm a Lyran star seed.
We're Lyran Vega
Sydney.
too, yeah.
Quintella says, well, we are all related when you really think about it. So true.
Yeah, yes.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Okay,
let me pause. Let me finish up Juno. So I want to tell you this. So not just the communication, healthy communication, friends. You need to play games with your partner. You can meet them in your local community, depending on what house it is in. You may have known each other from elementary school, right? Or Juno Gemini, you can be introduced from a friend or a sibling. Okay? You can meet while driving your car. Like, you're just like parking and you go into like, I don't know, I was going to say a place, but I'm like, no, you don't want to go there, right? But you could be going to a health food place and you're like in the garage, in the parking lot or whatever, and you're parking and you're talking, you're like, oh my God, you go here and oh yeah, how's the food? Oh, the menu's great. And then you start talking and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, you like this? I like that. Oh my God, what sign are you? Oh, I'm a Gemini. Oh my God, I'm a Gemini moon. Da-da-da. And then you're like, boom. And then you're married. But I'm joking, but I'm not. See, I want you guys to understand, like, for example, Jupiter's about to go in Cancer on June 9th. So Pisces risings, and we got a couple here tonight. If you don't want to have kids, take precautions. But a lot of Pisces risings are going to get pregnant this year. Because when Jupiter transits your 5th house, and this is the type of stuff I'll be teaching in the community. Or if you want to take one-on-one classes with me. Because then I spill open the cranium and give you all the secrets. I've done, I think I'm up to over 1,100 charts now. I mean, I've done a lot. And I'm so humbled every day, when I get someone purchasing a birth chart reading, you know what I mean? Like, I want you guys to understand, like, this is, and I was, W. Solaris, so in Akashic Records, right? I was in Sydney, I was in Lyra and Vega, and I helped to form the constellations and the zodiac. Okay, so I've been doing this for millennia, as Debbie says, for millennia. Been doing astrology. And so for me, that's why I have very high morals, right? I'm not just for clicks and views. I'm not sitting here doing astrology transits on living celebrities. And I'm not judging other astrologers to do, God bless them. But for me, I understand the deeper karma of this and this ancient occult science and knowledge. So my people will tell you, I only do living charts, like when I did Trump and Kamala and, Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce. I do that in private in coffee talk. If I don't have someone's permission, I don't feel that I have the right to do a famous person's chart in public. Now, those are the astrologers that do it. God bless them. That's fine. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you what I won't do. Okay. And that's my moral code and my ethics. But I'm like that probably because I know what this really is. And that's why, I was helping to form the constellations in the zodiac and Lyra, right? And Lyra Vega, and, was doing stuff with the Lyra Vega wars and dipped out. And then I think I went to it was Orion and Sirius. I got galactic origins everywhere. So, but I say all that to say, so also with Juno, when you have it in the 5th house, you may meet them at a concert, right? You may meet them, at an amusement park, at a fair, at a casino, right? Maybe playing Parcheesi in college in a dorm room or a drinking game. But don't drink. It's no bueno. So just giving you examples, but definitely when you have Juno in Gemini, you can quite literally marry a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or a Gemini that has like a real wild stellium. Maybe they're a Cancer sun, but they have Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter in Gemini. And they're a Cancer sun. Just to give you an example, okay? So that's what I want you to think of when you have the Venus, the 7th house, the Juno, the Jupiter. It's not just the sun sign. Got to stop thinking that way. It's the big 3 or a stellium energetically that you can attract, okay? So now, before we go, we'll read the last couple of questions and if comments, and if you have any questions, ask away. All right? Is their friend here yet or no?
No.
Okay.
But let's see now. Thank you, Miss Lisa. You're the best. She's so sweet. I've been wondering about you quite a bit.
Didn't I just ask about her?
Yeah, and we shared your information and with people yesterday because they were asking about galactic astrology. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. That's a medieval times. Eric, this was way before that. And then, yes, Jackie, God bless you both. Yep. And let's see. Yep. So we are.
Jackie.
We have no more comments. We're caught up.
So, and also a member in the community, you guys can ask me different, astrological questions too. Okay. But it's going to be more like teaching, even having fun, but exchanging. I'm also going to put up some sample charts and ask questions so you guys can practice and interpret. So it's going to be it's so much fun. That's going to be great. And I'm just so honored for those of you who have already signed up, and for those of you that are considering signing up. It's really a place where we want everyone to share, grow, learn, and shine, because knowledge is love. Okay. So any other questions before I go? I mean, I'm willing to stay here 2 more minutes if you got something.
Okay. And Quintella said that she said she loves coming. And
Thank you, Quintella.
We love having you.
And I'll be sending you the link.
She's sorry that she missed the Beyonce coffee talk.
Even though you don't know that much, you would have enjoyed it because it was great. It was real, and the ladies will tell you they were there. Number one, we had Chantel would tell you, we had a great time. Mm-hmm. We always do, right? But this one was even more. I don't know. It was just, and Cheryl was there, Coco and Janice, but it was special, and Gail. But her chart was fascinating in terms of the events of her life. And remember, a lot of people thought that she was either a Libra, Virgo, or Scorpio rising until the actual birth time was released. So people were wrong. If you watch my Libra rising video, I had Beyonce as a Libra rising, but that's what the internet said, and we were all wrong. So it's really powerful that it was actually released, and then you get to really see. And I'm telling you right now, there'll be some things coming up soon with her and Jay, because the Uranus in transit is opposing her natal Lilith. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
So, but you can still pay the $15, and I got the video if you want that coffee talk. Okay, I always keep them for a while, if people want back coffee talks. Okay. But if you just join the community, going forward in the future, you won't miss any coffee talks. They'll just be in your inbox Saturday afternoon or late Friday night or early Saturday morning. You'll be like, oh, wow, this is what he did at Coffee Talk? This is incredible. Now, I still want you guys to come live, but because that's where the magic is when you're a part of it. But you will always get the recording when you're in the community, for the premium $18 a month. Okay. And you guys join soon because the prices are really low, but we will be increasing it shortly. We're going to keep it at 18 and 5 for a little while. Okay. And we will try to set up, we'll see. We're thinking about setting up an option and maybe giving a tiny discount if you want to pay the whole year in advance. But we're talking about that and working on that. Okay. But I love you guys. This was great. We'll be back on Thursday afternoon. Do you have something Thursday? I don't think we have anything Thursday.
Wait, well, in the morning I definitely do.
Is that when we're going to Mateus?
Yeah.
Or was that Friday morning? I thought it was
no,
Friday. It's Thursday morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So probably around 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern. Because I got to watch the NBA Finals, even though my Knicks aren't in it. Oh, and the Knicks, they fired the head coach today, Tom Thibodeau. Thank you, Tibbs. You did a great job. But it was time because we need to go to the next level and win a chip in New York. I've been waiting forever. I mean, I'll be 55. They won when I was, in 73, but I was a baby. I don't know nothing about that. My dad enjoyed it, but I knew nothing about that. They won in 70 and 73. That's not the same. So I've been waiting my whole life for the Knicks to win a chip. And they teased me this year. But they're good now. So I can flex my chest out a little. New York Knicks, baby! I love sports. And don't forget, if you guys like football, me and Queen Bee are going to do a little numerology, astrology right around Labor Day weekend, right after Labor Day weekend to kick off the NFL season. It's going to be a fun episode because she likes football. She's an Eagles fan and I'm a Steelers fan. So it's going to be like a Pennsylvania, led show, but it's going to be dope. So we're going to really do, I'm going to be more of the sports. She's going to give you the numerology and I'll give you a little bit of astrology. That's going to be dope. I can't wait for that. Oh, and I'll be on Queen Bee's show. Oh my God.
Don't say you missed it.
No. I didn't miss it. Never that. I think it's coming up next week.
Oh, Brittany Smith is here.
Hey, Brittany Smith.
How are you?
Brittany Smith was a guest. Oh my gosh. Welcome. We're getting ready to go though, but thank you for coming. You guys, please hit the like button and leave a comment and just say thanks, E, or whatever. And hopefully you guys sign up and join the community. Gemini season, birth chart sale. Eric at BigEAstro.com. Gemini Sun Moon Risings. It's your time. Remember, natal chart, solar return, or secondary progression. And then the community is www.community.BigEAstrology.com. Either $18 or $5 a month, and it is live and it's rocking. As soon as we get off here, I'm going to go and put some new posts in the community. All right. So I love you guys. Have a good night. You want to hit us off?
Yes, thank you.
And this was episode 346 of my Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast.
Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany was a great guest, you guys.
She was. She was really great. And I know she talked about her IV. She does IV parties. Well, that might not be the way to say it, but she does things where she has IVs. And I've thought about trying to do that. I thought that would be very interesting. I'm scared of needles, though. Are you a good stick, Brittany?
Well, she was a nurse for years. I'm sure she's good. Brittany, what she wants you to do is come a little early so that as the guests come, she's already got her needle in.
Hooked up. I might be holding my breath because I don't want to cry in front of everybody.
She don't want to be acting crazy and in front of everybody. Me, I'm just gosh, I've had 13 surgeries and then obviously coma for 40 days. So I don't love needles, but I've obviously dealt with them quite a bit. So I'm okay.
So yay.
Knowledge is love.
Guys, it has been such a full day for us.
Black Moon Lilith.
To spend some time with you.
Black Moon Lilith, Ceres, Juno, and Gemini, episode 346. Hammer, put them in the mix. Love you guys. See you Thursday, I think 6 p.m. Eastern. And remember, I'm going to do Gemini in all 12 houses. So this will be for everybody to come because you all have Gemini somewhere in your chart. So look at your chart now so you're ready for Thursday. I'm gonna break down Gemini and how it plays out in all 12 houses.
Okay. So Brittany was an ER nurse. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
Brittany,
she's no joke then.
The best IV I ever had laid, which is crazy to me, was done the one and only time that I have been in a ambulance and we were rolling down a windy mountain road. This was in the Colorado mountains. I had been talking to him on the phone. And we
were just dating. She wasn't just talking to me. She was talking to me. And she's like, "Oh, I think I'm about to. I got to go to the hospital. I got to go. Bye." I was like, "What?"
And this is the way I know my body because I was just like, "I'm not feeling good. I got to go to the hospital. Bye." And I hung up on him.
I'm like, "Wait a minute. Is my girlfriend dying?" Like, I mean,
at that point, we're dating long distance and stuff. And actually, I don't even know. Had we met by that point? Had we just been only talking?
Oh
it might have been that early.
Yeah, I think it was like late
in there.
But wasn't it your mother's birthday?
It was my mother's birthday.
So we already met.
So we had met, and just all of a sudden, so we had met, and we'd already sort of even been talking a little bit. Like, I think we might want to do this thing. Yeah. But anyways, I hung up on it.
I was so stressed.
That person set the best. I barely even knew that they did it, and it's amazing to me because we were literally. I lived in the mountains of Colorado, so we're talking windy mountain roads, and this person put an IV in me, and I didn't feel it at all. It was crazy.
No, those ER nurses are no joke. I know you got a covered break.
Yes, she said she'd hold my hand.
And you need a wet cloth too. It's not just hold the hands. You need like a wet rag. Like,
no, but I'm okay after, and then you say, hey, also remember to breathe. But anyways, I do. I totally like. I see all these people getting these things, and I'm like, I know I want to do this. Like, I know it would be so good. Anyways, thank you guys. We love you. We leave you.
I'll see you Thursday at 6. All right, you guys have a good one.
Bye. Oh wait, I gotta click this.
Click that off
and that.